Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all doing well. Today I'm doing a new video. I don't think I've done anything quite like this, but it is a declutter video I did way back maybe over a year ago. I did a cosmetic castaways where I went through each of my products and decided what I wanted to keep, but I've already gone through all of my makeup and I have determined what I want to donate, throw away because maybe it's expired, and downsize my collection a little bit. So now I thought it would be a good opportunity just to go through those items that I decluttered out of my collection and kind of do like little reviews, little quick snippets of maybe why I'm not keeping it in my permanent collection and all that good stuff. The first thing I see right here in front of me is the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. It is oil free, but this is more of like a silicone type texture, and that's not my favorite for a primer. I think I got this little sample in a monthly subscription box. Nothing wrong with it. I'm just not into it. It doesn't really do much for my skin, and I'm going to pass it off to someone who could use it. The next thing here is the Benetint from Benefit. It's supposed to be for your cheeks and your lips. I find the applicator to be horrible. It's like a little nail polish brush, and it didn't really tint my lips enough for me to want to use this, and it was streaky on the cheeks. Not my favorite. I'm going to see if anyone else would like to try this. Next thing is the Neutrogena Shine Control Primer. This is a rice protein complex, and this is supposed to help control shine and extend the wear of your makeup. It's supposed to also, it won't over dry your skin or clog your pores. I didn't find this did anything to prolong my makeup or help actually keep the oils at bay. For me, it just didn't wow me, so I'm gonna pass this. Next thing here is e.l.f. HD Lifting Concealer, and this is something that was fairly new. I got the shade Light. I talked about this once in a video. It's not light, it's actually way too dark. I thought this could be a nice under eye concealer. It's such a shame because it's pigmented and gives some good coverage as far as, you know, under the eyes and that kind of thing, but it's way too dark. It's even too dark for my face to use on blemishes or discoloration, so I can't use it. I have the Boo Boo Cover Up. I got this so long ago in an Ipsy subscription. I used it maybe once. It's not my color shade. This is, I think, maybe medium. It doesn't even say on here, but if I remember back to my subscription. I have, what is this? The Statement Skin Highlight Crayon. This was something else that came in a subscription. I don't know if it was BoxyCharm. It's a highlighting crayon, but I found, you know, it's a pretty shade, if you can even see that. But it felt weird on the skin when I actually applied it, and it didn't blend the way I wanted it to. I have a NYX Butter Gloss. This is in the shade Meringue. I think this came also in a subscription to Ipsy, I think. It's a pretty lilac shade. I just never wear this. Even in the spring, I've attempted to wear this, and I think it's a gorgeous shade. But maybe if it was more of a lipstick, a matte lip cream, that kind of thing. But as a gloss, it wasn't my favorite. I have a mascara. This is Punk Volumizer Mascara from, I never know how to say this, Doce? I don't even know. But it came in a BoxyCharm, and it's not a horrible mascara. It comes with a big fat wand, but I used this a couple times. I've had this for a little while, definitely over 3 months. I have a lip gloss from Tarte. It's a tiny little sample one. It's one of their Lip Surgeons lip glosses, and it doesn't say the shade, but it's just a simple pale pink. There was nothing special about this. It's a little tacky, but I have so many lip glosses, and this was a little sample guy, and I probably used it a couple times, but not enough where I want to keep it in my collection. Ooh, one that I loved and used to death, it's the NYX The Skinny Mascara. I love this, and I definitely would repurchase this, but it's old. I've had it since the summer. It's this little tiny, tiny, tiny wand. It's similar to maybe the Clinique tight lining mascara. It's a little hard to use. You have to kind of scrape off the excess because there's a lot of product that gets on this little wand, but it's perfect for your bottom lashes. I've used it for my top lashes as well for just a natural day. It gets so far into those lashes. I love this, and I'll definitely repurchase it. I have a Essence bronzer. It's an all-in-one bronzing highlighter. It's for brunettes, darker skin. I don't know, that's not necessarily me. I think I used this in the summertime when I was self-tanned. It smells like summer. It smells like coconuts. I actually like this for Essence, which is a very inexpensive brand. It's really pretty. Look at that color. But again, I have so much in my collection. I just had to think and part with something. So I'm gonna see if I can pass this on. This was a hard one to get rid of, but it's old and I just know I've used it so much. It's the Sonia Kashuk Hidden Agenda Concealer in the shade Light. I love this little quad. I've used it so much. It has a green corrector to correct redness. It has a darker shade and a lighter shade concealer. It also has a little setting powder, which is such great quality. You wouldn't expect this powder to be good because I feel like in palettes like this, the powder tends to be a dud. This is so soft and creamy. I wish they had just this powder in like a separate form. I don't know if they do, but I've had it for so long, and it's one that I've dipped my finger in, applied, and that kind of thing. So I think it's time to say bye, but I would highly recommend this and would repurchase it in the future. I have a Maybelline Color Tattoo Pure Pigment. This is in the shade Improper Copper. I love this, but pigments are a little messy. It's not one that I would use all the time, and this is, again, it's hard. I want to keep this stuff, but I'm trying to be, oh, look how pretty that looks. Look at that shade. If you're looking for pigments, but you don't want to spend a lot, I would check these out. They're gorgeous. Should I keep that? Oh, that's gorgeous. I'm gonna put this aside, but I'm gonna try to find a home for it first. I have the NYX blush, the HD blush in taupe. I use this all the time for contour, but I've had this for so long, and I actually have the Pixie one that I do love, and I just don't need two. For the little that I actually contour every day, I just don't need both of these. I have a brow gel that needs to go. It's getting a little dried up and I've used it to death. It's the Cella Eyebrow Defining Gel. I got this in a little sample subscription thing. I have another butter gloss in Creme Brulee. I've used this so much, but I've had it for so long. You can keep these for a good year, but I know I've had it for longer than that, and I feel like it's getting goopy. I have a lipstick. It's the L'Oreal Collection Privy by Julianne. This is, yeah, Julianne's Nude number 620. I've had this for so long. The smell of them is very nostalgic to me because it reminds me of old lipstick. Not like old expired lipstick, but the old lipstick back in, you know, the 70s or 80s, that kind of thing, 90s particularly, really. And it smells like that, and I cannot get past the smell sometimes, but it always brings back memories. You know the smell if you have any of the L'Oreal lipsticks. It just has that waxy, I don't know, like old person smell. I know that sounds mean, but kind of smells like old person lipstick. That's horrible. I have a setting spray. It's the e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set with aloe green tea and cucumber. I've used most of it, about half the bottle. I've used it before I applied my foundation, after. It definitely doesn't set my makeup. It has kind of like that chemically, you know, made smell. It almost smells like cheese. And I know that's really weird, but kind of, I get like a stinky cheese smell. It's really weird, but this is a sad one to go, but I'm gonna let go of it. It's the e.l.f. High Definition Under Eye Setting Powder. If you've watched at least 2 of my videos that I've done tutorials, you know I've used this. I love it, and it's almost out. I actually have a little bit left, but I've been using my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder to set my under eye, and this sucker was a lot more expensive, and I just don't need this anymore. but I would recommend this. It's so inexpensive. Oh, I have another NYX Butter Gloss, and this is in the shade Apple Strudel. Again, I've already talked about it. This is old, so it's going. I have, where's the other one? I have a couple of these Sephora. One's the Rouge Infusion, and the other is Oil Infusion. And I got these in subscriptions, and I didn't love them. Maybe it's because of the color, but the oil one I got excited about because I kind of thought, oh, is it going to be like the YSL one? But it's not. It's gorgeous when you swatch it. I just wish it would do that same thing on my lips, and it just doesn't. It kind of separates, you know, on certain parts of your lips, and it just doesn't end up looking that great. And then this Rouge Infusion one is pretty. It's a deeper shade. I don't know. I think this, oh, it smells weird. Yeah, I mean, I have so many. It's not bad, but I find I wear it and then the color's kind of more saturated in some areas. It's not a bad product. I would prefer this one over the oil one, definitely, but I have so many lip products. Has a weird smell. Kind of smells like plastic. I have two of the Lip Surgeon's lip cream, one in Precious, one in Wonder. There's nothing wrong with these, but I just never use these. I never gravitate towards them. I don't know if it's just the colors, not my thing. I'm gonna see if someone else can get some use out of these. One of my favorites, and I know I have another one in here too. Here it is. It's the Mega Shine Lip Gloss from NYX. These are so old. That's why I have to get rid of them, but I love these. These were kind of like my first obsession to NYX. The first things I picked up, even before the little butter glosses. I can't even tell you how awesome. They smell really strong of like cherry, like a cherry lozenge. Pigmentation, I don't really want to swatch everything, but I kind of am, so I might as well keep going. This is the beige shade. It's perfect. I love these so much, and I never hear anybody talk about them. I know they've been around for a while, but good pigmentation. They're not sticky at all. They're just perfect. Then I have the Hard Candy Fast and Fabulous Makeup Setting Spray. This one's not bad. I've used most of it. There's just a little bit left. Smells like cucumbers, so better than the e.l.f. one, but I didn't find that it did a whole lot for my makeup. It was okay, fine for being as inexpensive as it is, but not worth keeping. Oh, I have another Mega Shine Tea Rose. You can tell was one of my favorites. It doesn't even have the label on it. This is beat up. And then I have some color tattoos that are you know, the leather line that came out. This is the shade Chocolate Suede, which is gorgeous, but it's, you know, you can see it coming away from the sides of the pot. It's old and dried up. And then I have the creamy beige one, which I used so much. It has a big indentation in that, but this guy's dried up as well. It is the, what are these called? The Color Elixirs from Maybelline. I had to keep my other one. I don't even know if I have it. I don't have it in front of me, but it's the Coral one. I love. There's something about this formula and this little doe foot. It's like a tilted paddle doe foot applicator. It feels so good going on the lips, but I wasn't so, you know, I have so many colors that are like pink, and this is Radiant Raspberry, but I don't know. I just don't need it. I have so much like it, but I kept the Coral one. And then I have Your Minerals. It's a Sweden brand. It's the transparent veil. It's, you know, it's a loose powder. It just doesn't have a smell, which is nice, but I don't know. It just didn't wow me. I have so many powders and loose powders and that kind of thing. I just didn't need to keep it. So I'm going to pass this on. I think that's it. I think that was everything. Wowzers. I hope this video wasn't forever. Let me know if you've tried any of these products, if you like them, if you didn't like them. Are you into decluttering and, you know, downsizing your collection? I'm sure, you know, not everybody has as much makeup as maybe like a YouTube vlogger does or makeup artist. I just love makeup. I love to try new things, so I hoard a lot of it, and I feel so good about cleansing and decluttering a lot of it. I'm going to do an updated collection, I think. Now that I've downsized, I've kind of kept my favorites, and I think I'll do a video on that. Let me know in the comments below if you'd like to see my makeup collection, a little series. I'll break that up maybe by category. Don't forget to give the video a big thumbs up if you liked it, and of course, if you haven't subscribed, you know where that button lives. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!